62. Making home improvements or temporary renovations for comfort. Perfect timing. I was working at the corporate center in Fort Lauderdale on Broward Boulevard. And I remember leaving the lobby and going out toward the dock. In the dock, there was this huge dumpster. It had so much stuff in it. Doors, door frame, beams for walls, and a lot of electrical wiring, a lot of electrical poles. It was loaded, overflowing. And I knew if I didn't get to at least some of this stuff, it was going to be gone and disappear. So I had to plan this just right. I had recently purchased a home, a handyman special I got. And I knew I could use some of this material and it would save so much money. I wanted to open up my my hallway. Had a long hallway, and I had to come down this long hallway and to make a right to get to the kitchen. So I noticed after examining that right by the stove where the island was, or a low cabinet, if I removed that cabinet, I could put a door there. I double checked, make sure there was no wiring. There was nothing blocking that entrance that I wanted to put there. So I took my saws off and cut those 2x4s. I checked, double checked, measured how high I wanted and how wide I could have it. I had the stove on one side and kitchen cabinets on the other side. That opening was perfect. So I took my saws off and opened up that area. And from there, I put another door to cut off the hallway. And we would have guests, visitors. I didn't want anyone looking straight down a hallway. So I installed a door in this area right here where the hallway ends to the dining room. All of this came out of the dumpster in Fort Lauderdale. I took and installed one of the bedroom closets, turned it into a restroom, put a sink in there, a toilet in there. That became at least a half of a restroom in that bedroom on the front porch, and installed a restroom there. Simply by following, had to dig underground and find out where the drainage was. It was coming along the right side of my house and going to the street. I was able to dig down, connect the drain from this bedroom straight to the drainage that led to the street using a 3-inch drain, PVC drain post, some elbows, and that got connected. My water supply came from the restroom that was in the hallway adjacent to this back room. But from the front porch, I installed the drain. I ran it down under the porch, out to the front of the house, and I took an elbow and made it curve to the drain that was going to the street. And that's how I was able to get my restroom installed on the front porch. And the water supply was no problem. That got connected. But just before selling the house, I knew all of this was not on the blueprints. So I just simply got rid of it. One of the bedroom closets, turned it into a restroom, put a sink in there, a toilet in there. that became at least a half of a restroom and that bedroom. Later on, I moved that whole thing to the entranceway on the front porch and installed a restroom there. Simply by following, I had to dig underground and find out where the drainage was. It was coming along the right side of my house and going to the street. I was able to dig down, connect the drain from this bedroom straight to the drainage that led to the street using a 3-inch drain, PVC drain post, some elbows, and that got connected. My water supply came from the restroom that was in the hallway adjacent to this back room. But from the front porch, I installed the drain. I ran it down under the porch, out to the front of the house, and I took an elbow and made it curve to the drain that was going to the street. And that's how I was able to get my restroom installed on the front porch. When it was time to sell the house, I just simply removed everything that I installed. I removed the door, put the wall back in the hallway, removed the door that I had blocking the hallway, removed the restroom in the back, restroom on the front porch, disassembled, reestablished everything that was originally there, and the house was back to normal. A temporary fix, a temporary renovation, that worked out fine, and it worked out for us. That's what we wanted, that's what we did. And when it was time to sell, everything disappeared. Diversity too. Temporary renovation for comfort. Perfect timing. Front room, the room that was off from the kitchen, I took and designed on purpose where it was just a wall, but this wasn't a normal wall. To enter the kitchen from the front room, I had a hidden handle on the wall, and the whole wall to open up into the kitchen. That was one of my hacking projects I did while I was doing these renovations, and it was wonderful. The standard size door frames was the one that I'm getting out here, or at least $30. This one was longer and taller. It's worth more. I knew that I would have to take and possibly cut if it was too long. You can take a sawzall, hacksaw, or a grinder, a grinding wheel on it, and it's just soft aluminum. It can be cut down to the shape that you want to make it fit. Diversity too, perfect timing, temporary renovation for comfort. When the time came to sell this house, I made sure I had new floors, fresh paint on the walls, fresh paint on the house, new appliances, and an investor came in and seeing that this property was well maintained, he bought it.